Okay, normally when it's really cold and snowy, we send Ansley out into the weather to let us know why we should bundle up. But this morning we're sending her out into the weather for a better reason. She's learning more about the sport of luging this morning. So she's at Lucy Hill in Negaunee. I see you've got the helmet on. Safety first, Ansley.
I do. Safety first, Vicki, and layer up and you're good to go. This morning is absolutely gorgeous. The snow is falling underneath the lights. It's beautiful. Sounds so peaceful. Wonderful. Great day to go luging, that's for sure. So this morning I'm joined by the coach here, Tammy Wills. Good morning. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning.
So this is an all-natural luge track. I think the only one in the U.S., correct?
That is correct. It's all natural because we don't rely on any refrigeration systems. It's just all handmade and relying on the cold of Mother Nature.
Wow. And when was this built? This is a pretty long track as well.
This track has been here quite a long time. The groundbreaking for this track was done in the late 80s, and then construction took about a year. So we've been here a long time.
And well, how long is the track?
The track is a half-mile long. It features 29 corners, so it's quite an exciting ride down. The top athletes will take just about 1 minute to do the half-mile.
And how fast are they going?
About 65 miles an hour.
Wow. Wow. But they can brake easily. We're going to talk more about how the sled actually works in the next segment, but they can brake. It's good to go. It's pretty safe to go luging.
It is because, of course, we wear helmets like you have on, and then we also wear spikes on our shoes. So you can go as fast or slow as you'd like. With the curves being flat, you do have to sit up and brake for some of the corners.
But even little kids do this, right? All ages, people can do this?
I always say luge is for ages of 2 to 82.
Wow.
We had one gentleman last year who raced in our dinosaur race on his 82nd birthday. And we've had a couple of twins out here who are just shy of their 2nd birthday. So any age in between.
And you guys have weekends that are open to the public, right?
Correct. Friday nights we have our family fun nights where families can come out and slide from 6 to 9 for $20, or it's $10 a person. And then we're also open to the public on Saturdays from 11 to 3.
And then I guess, do athletes come here a lot to train? I know you've done that in the past.
Well, we run an after-school program on Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays where kids are taught the basics of luge. But then as an offshoot to that program, we have our junior team, and these are athletes that are training the full length of our course in preparation to join the World Cup team that'll travel to Europe to race in the World Cup circuit.
That's so neat. Talk to me a little bit about that World Cup. That's coming here next year, right? 2017?
Correct. Yep, it'll be coming here in mid-January 2017. We'll be hosting 2 World Cup races. One will be here at Lucy Hill, and the other will be on a shortened track that we'll build out at Marquette Mountain, specifically just for this World Cup event.
How exciting!
Yeah,
are you guys pumped?
We're very, very excited. Lots of work that we've already done and still needs to be done, but we're excited to be bringing this to Marquette County. I mean, what a gem for this area.
No kidding. Absolutely. Well, I know that anybody can luge because I actually tried it earlier. I don't think I did too bad. Did I do okay?
You did great. You did super.
So I guess you'll get to see how I do in the next segment. Stay with us. Reporting live in Negaunee, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Thanks, Ansley. We will not be missing that one. As we're getting ready for the day, you might be feeling a little bit like, some of the side streets might feel a little bit like a luge, so be a little bit careful. I found those were probably the
Welcome back. Well, Lucy Hill in Negaunee is home to a natural luge track, and this morning, Ansley Watson is hanging out there to tell us a little bit more about it. Now, I know, Ansley, this is your first time luging, but if you ask me, you've always been a luger.
I have no words for that. Sam, I was very nice to you this morning. I even complimented you, so I don't know why you're saying
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
I really don't understand it. This morning I'm joined by Coach Tammy Wills. Good morning. We're here at Lucy Hill in Negaunee. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a fun morning.
It really has. Trust me, it's been great. So let's talk about technique of luging. I know, like I was telling you earlier, the only time I've ever seen luging is on the Olympics. And they're going so fast. They're so good at it. But here we take it slow, nice and easy. What are we supposed to do?
Well, one of the first things that we teach you is how to brake. That's very important to know how to stop your sled or to slow down for the corners. So the very beginner sliders are going to take it very easy. They're going to come to almost a complete stop for the corner, use good technique to go around, and then they slowly work up to having more speed.
Let's look at the sled here. Kind of tell me, like, what are the parts of it? How do you get on it? What's it like?
Well, the main way you steer the sled would be by applying pressure with your leg here to this curved part of the sled called the kufen. And these are called the stabilizer bars. These help you sit securely in the sled. And then this is the rein, and so it's a combination of pulling on the rein and pushing on the kufens and then leaning with your body that you steer the sled.
Okay, so you're steering with your legs and your body, and you're almost in like a sit back, lay down position, not a sit up position, right?
Correct. Most of the time you're laying back on the sled. For the bigger corners where you're having to pull the rein, then you come up into a seated position, are pulling the rein and then extending your arm.
Okay. So how fast do the athletes go, like say in the Olympics or even here on this natural track?
Well, Lucy Hill here, the top speeds have been clocked around 65. On some of the other natural tracks in the country, there might be speeds of up to 85 miles per hour, or even faster for some of the top athletes. You know, in the Olympics, I believe they're approaching, you know, top speeds of around 100 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness. So some may not know it, but you guys are actually hosting the 2017 World Cup here. What does that mean to you guys? What is the World Cup?
Well, we're very excited. The World Cup is a series of races that's held each winter, and so we would have two of the races in that series for 2017. So it would be critical for the top athletes to all be here because they couldn't really afford to miss out on two World Cup races. So, you know, at any World Cup race, there's around maybe 15 to 20 nations, and so we would be anticipating a very good showing of countries here, which for the community to have that culture come to the UP, I think is something quite special.
Yeah, because it's usually what, in Europe?
Yep, the majority of the World Cup races are held in Central Europe, with usually one or maybe two held outside of Central Europe. This year, the outside race is in Moscow, and then next year it'll be coming here.
That is so exciting. I'm really excited for you guys. I know it's a lot of work, but it'll come together, and it'll be a great event for sure.
Yeah, I think we're hoping to have a week-long, you know, of activity, so it won't just be an event on one day and then it'll be over. We're going to try to make as much out of this as we can.
All right, well, I think I'm going to try my hand at Luging here right now. We're going to take it nice and slow and see how I do. Signing out, help me, Tammy, and we'll be good to go. But stay with us. We'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.
Okay, so you're going to pull here with this hand, yep. So, oh, actually it's going to be, yep. And move it this way, and then that hand straight out, and pushing with this leg.
All right, here we go.
Okay, you ready?